Right, try again. Problem is, in the camera, you try and adjust the thing, and then you end up pressing the power off button at the same time. That's not good. Anyway, we've got a new lead now. Got the extension lead for that thing, so that's good. So yeah, it's a much longer lead, so therefore I can hold this all the way down there without any problem at all. The only thing is, you've got some lead that could get in the way, so got to wrap the lead around my neck a few times, I think, to make that work. Otherwise, it's just going to be dragging along the floor. There's Cobes. I took Chewie for a little walk around Cooper first, that's good. So he's okay, he's on a walk, that's good. Anyway, okay. Right, the videos I did yesterday. Woohoo! And they were subjects, weren't they? Jeez. Right. Well, I mean, the subject I did here. Why doesn't God just wipe these people out? These people that are never going to repent. These people are never going to get right with God. These people that are always going to be a pain in the arse to others. Why doesn't God just wipe them out? Well, it was a question, and a fair question to ask. It's got to be a question that people have asked on numerous occasions, especially whenever you see something bad happen. Now, again, there was a shooting in America with someone who was obviously a very disturbed person that was allowed to have a gun. So not only the person who's shot, but the people that are okay with the gun laws that say that people that should never own a gun can have a gun and kill people, and that's okay. Which basically the gun lobby people do say that pretty much. They say, oh, it's unfortunate this person killed the people, but we've got to let everyone have the right to have a gun. Because this is America, because we're complete morons. Yeah, as a country. Because we can't understand the difference between, living in a time when there was no police force, to protect people, and so you needed people to have guns so they could protect themselves and each other, and then living in a time when there is a police force when you don't need that. It's like, Jesus, come on. You can't see the difference between those two times. Well, you can, you just don't want to, yeah. And I've said before, if you have a love for guns, then you don't have a love for God. Simple. You can't argue to have a love for gun and have a love for God. It's ridiculously stupid. Come on this way. This way. Come on, Mickey. On, mate. Right. You can't. Because if you say you love guns and you say that people have the right to have a gun, people have the right to trust in gun rather than trust in God. Yeah, to protect them. Okay, you're right, you do. You have a right to trust in God. And you have a right to trust in gun. But if you want to trust in gun, you can't say you trust in God. Simple. Can you? Well, you can, but you're a liar. And there are an awful lot of liars out there. Other aren't. But that's the point. You can't. And so, is it right to say that those people should be wiped from the planet? Is it right to ask the question? Is it a fair question to ask? No, is it right to say they should be? Because no. You can't say they should be. But is it right to pose the question? Should God maybe do that? And so last night, the answer was no. Yeah, God doesn't do it because of the fact that you don't know. You can't see the bigger picture. Yeah, you can't see what God can see. Yeah, God can see generations into the future of people who have come from these people. And, if you have to let 100 bad generations survive and thrive and do nasty things in the world, to have one generation of people that will be saved, then maybe you've got to do that. Right, but then as I was uploading it, Amber, walk away. Stop eating crap, Amber. Close your door. As I was uploading it, then there was the issue of what about Sodom and Gomorrah? These were two places where warnings were given to the people in those places. These people were never going to repent. They were never going to turn around and give their lives to God, were they? Nope. So, with regard to them, was it right for God to wipe them all out? Yeah. Obviously, yeah. Well, God felt so. God felt it was more than right to do so. If it was more than right to do then, why isn't it now? See, these are all fair points to ask, really. But the interesting thing about both of those videos is they're both right. They're both right. Sodom and Gomorrah was right. And it's also right not to do it. The reason why God doesn't do it is partly for that reason. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could certainly argue that in Sodom and Gomorrah, if those people would have been allowed to live, then 50 generations down the line, there would have been people that would have been honouring God and doing things according to God's will, God's ways. There may have been someone, generations down the line, who would have been a key person for the building of God's church. There may have been. But there wasn't as soon as God wiped them out. Well, again, that's because of the fact that, say you've got a generation, say 200 years ago. Now, there was a family then. That family was nasty. Now, as far as God sees it, in 200 years' time, as in now, there's going to be a child born who's going to be a wonderful human being. Going to serve God, going to serve people, be a real blessing to those around him. Right? Does God have to allow that family to survive for 200 years, being nasty, evil, manipulative, twisted, hateful individuals? Or could God put that child in another family? You go, you see. There's a little question, isn't it? You know, is your DNA decided by God, and yeah, are you decided that you're going to come to a certain family hundreds of years in advance? Because I think that is possible. Maybe you are, but maybe you're not. Maybe that isn't the case. And if that isn't the case, then yeah, generations now can be wiped out. Just wiped out. Just wipe them out. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's say look at it from the point of view of the victim. Certainly from the point of view of the victim. Yeah, if they ask for justice from God, then yeah, if you're someone who your life has been destroyed by these cancel culture people, and yeah, they've come in, they found a tweet or a message you wrote on whatever the platform was 20 years ago, and they've been able to twist it in a way to find a few other messages that other people that you supported from other people that could be seen as homophobic or as racist, even though they've got to take them completely out of context to do that, but they will do. And they do, that's the point. They take something and they say, look at this. Completely taking the whole thing out of context. But people look at it and judge it based upon that. They shouldn't do. You should always look at things based on the context that they were given at the time. Like the, what's his name? The Democrat senator, I think he was senator, Al, something or another, lovely man, seemed to be a lovely fellow. He certainly tried to hold the Republicans to task, and he got cancelled completely because he had done a photo years ago of pretending to squeeze a woman's breast while she was asleep. Yeah. Again, was she really asleep? We don't know. It could have been a case that she was joking, saying, go on, do this photo. She didn't come out and say she was joking, but maybe she was. And maybe the fact that she was joking then, maybe she's forgotten she was joking. Maybe it's a case where she'd be too embarrassed. But now all these hordes are coming after him. She doesn't want to get in the way of these people. So she just says, yeah, it is how it looked. I'm disgusted that he would do that. Which is what she did. She came out and said she's disgusted that he would treat her in such a way. Excuse me? Oh, he didn't grab your breasts, he was pretending to. He was joking, and yeah, it was stupid, it was blinking immature. Is it something that he should be cancelled because of? No, of course not. Of course not. Should his life be completely over with regards to his career and everything because of that? No. No. Should someone like that have the right to say to God, yeah, they took my life. You should therefore take theirs. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. Of course they should. I mean, put it this way, there are Republican senators and etc. who do far worse. Far flipping worse. And that's okay. You see, the cancel culture are Democrats. And the problem is you've got Democrats going after Democrats. Going after good Democrats. The ones that will actually hold the Republican Party to task. You know? The ones that actually do the job they're voting in to do. But, you know, the Democratic Party in America is like, you know, a snake that's going to eat itself. Yeah, tail first. Yeah, it's so hungry for righteousness. Yeah. Although righteousness with a tiny R. Nothing to do with God righteousness. I mean, the first point of righteousness is don't judge others. It ain't your job to do that. You know, your job is not to judge others, so don't do that. What do these people do? They look for things as a way of destroying others. That's what they do. They're despicable human beings. They are. They're about the worst of the worst. Right now, they are. I mean, look at a murderer. A murderer damages how many lives? So how many lives did these people damage, or how many would they if they could? Yeah. Wait! Idiot! Take it, but keep away from me. From my space, please. It's a bit moist around here. That's Mollie again with a big stick. She just can't carry a big stick without whacking into you somehow. Don't mind her carrying a big stick, just don't whack into me. That's a bit inconsiderate and rude. If only I say so, which I do. But we've never gone right or left here. We're going to go left. When I know what's on the right, but we've never gone left. We're going to go left a bit. See what's over there. There's definitely woods over there, so let's have a look. Let's see what's over there. We've never gone that way, so let's have a look. Right. That, I mean, personally, I would say consequences. I think ideally the consequences, harsh consequences should be given to these people. They should have all of their followers just go down to zero. That's what they think is important, their followers, don't they? So they should have their followers going down to zero. Going down to nothing whatsoever. They should lose all the support they got. All of it, every single bit of it, they should lose the whole lot. Yeah. Whatever, because if that's what they think is so important, then they should lose it. Their positions with regards to the agencies that they work for, that they've now been made important in, they should be sacked because they should have things found about them. I guarantee you, all these people, there isn't one person alive who hasn't got stuff in their past that they wish would stay hidden. Not one person. We've all said or done something. All of us. So, yeah. These people need to face equal justice to what they want done on others. They need to have their lives collapsed. And God needs to do that. Doesn't need to end their lives. Not with regards to, killing them, but certainly their careers and everything they hold dear. Same as they try and do with others. People have got to be discouraged from doing that. People have got to. Maybe there needs to be an organisation that goes after the cancel culture. Maybe a Christian organisation that goes after the worst of the worst in that area. After the hypocrites. Hold the hypocrites to account. I think that's Lucy's stick. Has baby got you a sticky, Lucy? I think Bubba got you a sticky. Did she get you a sticky? Lucy, no. Did Covie get Lucy sticky? Covie got Lucy sticky. Well, Lucy seems to be very kind towards Covie. Not trying to steal it back. I don't want it, Riley. I'm not going to throw sticky. Covie, what are you doing, Bubs? What are you doing down there, Bubba? Come on, Bubs. I want to see what's over here. Definitely lots of paths around here. But, hi. Never been over here before, so it's worth having a look. Let's just see what's here. Oh, they're getting dinky here. I can do that. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, dear. I think I know where I am. But it's good to make them keep changing direction because it makes them run a bit. That's good. Covie, tell me dinky. Okay, Covie. Okay, little Covie. Lucy, leave Covie alone. He's a baby. Be nice to the baby. Hello, Mollie, Collie. How you doing, Bubs? There's Coves. There's little Covie. Coves, how you doing? How you doing, Bubba girl? Look at the puppy. Look at the fluffy puppy. Look at the fluffy pup. Oh, the fluffy pup. Gorgeous girl, aren't you? Eh? Oh, you're a beautiful girl, aren't you, Covie? Eh? Beautiful Coves. Take after your mum in that way, didn't you? Eh? And your granddad, Mr. Chewie. Oh yes, Mr. Chewie. It won't be long before he's on the walkies with us again. Give it a week. He'll be back with us, that before. Indeed, yes, that is it. At some point, we're going to have the interesting point of having Mollie, Riley, and Amber probably all being done at the same time. That's quite likely to be the case, that they'll all be done at the same time. Well, that may simply be a case of Mollie be done a bit earlier. And then them get done about 6 months later. I'm not sure. Tell me. It all depends. We'll see what God wants to do. Well, because I say, if Amber has the red and white long-haired pup, then that'll be her life. So if she has that in, not this little, but the next one, then that'll be shortly after Mollie's puppies are sorted. So I'll get them all done at the same time then, and that'll be quite cool. Do what, really? time, but then I'd have another little girl, and I'd have another little boy to go with the 2 girls. So we would again have 2 females that can have puppies, or that will have puppies, but if they're good mums to the pups. Yeah. And then that'd be it of the breeding, because that was the plan from basically day 1 and 2, really. Well, as soon as Lucy came and there was pups, the idea was, okay, let them have pups, and then we'll keep one of their litter, and we'll let them have pups, and then we'll keep one of their litter, and then that'll be it. No more pups. It was an idea that there'd be about 9 pups eventually, but of course there'll be more because of Mickey Moo. Hey, Mickey Moo, hey? Yes! Is that Mollie Collie was sticky? Oh, Mollie Collie got sticky. How's Mollie Collie doing with her sticky, hey? So good, Mollie Collie. Come here, leave it a sec. 1 sec. Trying to get that bit off. There you go, Mollie. Mollie Collie. Oh, Mickey got it, okay. Sorry, Mollie, Mickey got that one. I was trying to get the sharp bit off because there was a sharp bit on there that she was even close while she was chewing it and getting that bit in her eye, so it's like, right, get that bit off. And yeah, that one, got it off, but then he dropped it somewhere because he hasn't got it now. That's the one Lucy got, I don't know where the one is, it's only happened. Dropped somewhere. Very funny. And Mollie, how you doing? Hello Mollie, hello Lucy. Hi Covie. Hello Riley. That's Riley. You take this one, I don't want it. You take it. Hello Amber. Amber, how you doing? Where's Amber? That's my gorgeous ginger. This is my gorgeous ginger. There's Lucy Lou. You alright, Luce? Good fun, Bubba? Go on, Luce. There are no throwing stones, Riley. No throwing stickies. No throwing stickies or stones today. Okay? Just go and walking, that's all. No football. None of that stuff today, okay? No worries, we'll sort it out. Yeah? Maybe next time we'll do that. We'll see. This is a good place to come because if it has been raining, most of the path isn't wet. Like this here is bone dry still, pretty much, isn't it? It's a bit damp, but it's pretty much bone dry. Because of course the amount of trees here, they soak up the moisture so quickly. Yeah, so that's good. The Ferry Village one, that path there is really bad. Yeah, sort of divots all over the place, not good at all. Yep. Well, there you go. Hello, Babs. So as I say with God, it's a case of, God is all knowing, God sees a picture in a way that we don't. And sometimes it's right to do certain things, sometimes it's not right to do certain things. It's all based upon, well, as I said to you previously, the examples in the Old Testament, or certainly the Bible, were often death. The person would die. That would be the example of wronging God, is that you would die. Yeah, God would wipe you out. Yeah, the husband and wife who lied to God. Yeah, the husband lied to God. He came in first and was asked again to confirm. Was that all the money you had? He went, yes. As soon as he said yes, as soon as he lied, he dropped down dead. As they were burying him, the wife came in and they again said to the wife, she walked past this person being buried, didn't realise it was her husband. Right, coming all cocky, thinking they got away with it. She came in the same, thinking, I've got away with it. She was asked to confirm, was that all the money you had? You gave everything you got, did you? But yes, as soon as she said yes, she dropped down dead. So the people who just buried her husband and then come back and take her, bury her right next to him. That was the Bible. That is not necessarily the way God's going to do things now. Although, I wouldn't bet against him not doing things like that at any point in time. Not all the time, but I think sometimes that's going to happen. Yeah. Sometimes I think it probably will be. Yep, come on. Come on, close. Yeah, quite like it. Well, because what's needed at the time, what example is needed at the time. And depending also on what else happens. Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to go into details about it because I don't know. I don't know what may happen or how God might do things. But yeah, I think there is a case where things will happen. Yes. And people will be amazed at what happens. So, yeah. But in the end, what matters is that there's a lot of people in need of help right now. There's a lot of people in need of love and guidance and light and God and forgiveness and forbearance and all these sort of things. And it's about those people, really. Yeah, and that's why, to me, it'd be nice to get all these other people out of the way, the ones who's not about them. Get them out of the way, they're a pain in the arse. Yeah, they're just a distraction. To get them out of the way so they can't keep on distracting. That's it, really. I mean, to me, yeah, pretty much. 1 second, sort this out. Here we are, that's Ronnie Rainy. Hey, Mickey Moo, Mickey Mr. Mouse. There's Mollie Collie, and I'm Mollie Collie. How you doing, Bubs? You doing good? It's Covie. There's Amber. There's Amber. Here she is. Gorgeous ginger. Gorgeous ginger. Hey. Look at her. Gorgeous ginger baby. Ain't you? You're gorgeous, ain't you, Amber? Are you gorgeous? You gorgeous Gary? Hey, gorgeous Gary. Yes, gorgeous Gary. Yeah. Oh, yes, gorgeous Gary. Amber. Covie, something so jealous. Jealous girl, ain't you? Hey? Now, jealous guy, that was Brian Ferry, was it? Pretty sure jealous guy. Well, because when I said jealous girl, that song just came into my head. Now, that was Brian Ferry, I do believe, jealous guy. Yes. I'm not going to sing it. I can't remember the song, really. I'm just little snippets of it. So, yeah. Well, and that's the point. Jealous guys. God is a very, very jealous God. Very jealous God. Well, in the sense that, you know, if you're telling people you're a Christian, but then you're massively in bed with the world, well, then God's not going to be impressed with that, is he? He's not going to say, oh, yeah, you're definitely one of mine. You're definitely part of my bride. I mean, the fact you're shucking up with the world, great. You know? No. No, it's like, what would you give your time to? Because that's the point, as I said before. If you give your life to God, it means all of it belongs to God. Every single little bit of it. Look at it, it's coming up, look at it. That's going to tip something up, isn't it? Could easily cut that down. What's the point in leaving that here? Right. Well, here we go with the 6 little babies. There's Mickey over there, there's Covie. And there's the 4 musketeers there. 4 musket doggies. Mickey Moo! Come on. There's the 5 musket doggies now, including Mickey. And with Chewie, and then when Covie gets bigger, she'll be another musket doggie. Yeah. Here you go, you'll be running to protect the innocent, like a musket doggie. Hey, hello. You're a handsome boy, ain't you, Riley? Hey? You're a handsome baby. Ain't you? Hey? Take after your daddy, didn't you? Handsome boy. He's got good features, Riley hasn't he? And Mickey. Mickey Moon looks good. Mickey Mr. Mouse. That's what his name is. Mickey Mr. Mouse. He's doing good. Covie. Hello, Coves. How you doing, Bubba? Look at the baby. Oh, what a beautiful baby. What a beautiful baby. You beautiful baby. You are a beautiful baby. Covie, a beautiful baby, are you? You having a good walkies, Coves? Yeah, I wouldn't try picking it up. It's actually still in the ground swell up. It's just gone, Cubs. There you go. There you go, Covie. Come on. There you go. Go on, Mother. Little bouncy bum. That bouncy Covie bum. Bouncy Covie bum. Love Coves. Love. Chewie again took us for a walk around the park, and he came across people kicking a ball for their dog. And of course, they were still kicking the ball even though I was trying to control Chewie, and he was getting out of his harness. And I thought, oh. Even when I was trying to put it back in his harness, he was still kicking the ball for their dog. So Chewie was trying to run after the ball. Yeah, can you just wait a minute? Just let me get him back in his harness and get him away, then start kicking the ball for your dog again. Oh. People, eh? Right. Just that little bit of consideration for others. That seems to be lacking from a lot of people. I mean, even the most nicest people do. You don't always see this. You know, that's why, you know, people say, oh, but you know, this person died, but they were nice. They always visited the elderly, they always bought sweets for the children, they always did this, they always did that. That means nothing, I'm sorry. That really doesn't. I mean, it's nice. That's lovely for the community. That person was loved. That's great. They had a good life, didn't they, really? Because everyone liked it. It's fantastic. But that makes no difference with regards to spiritual. You're whacking me with a stick again. Hold it in the middle. Go on, you take it. On you go then. Go before me. Go on, on you go. Go on, Mollie Collie. Careful, Coves. You get whacked around the ear for that. And the baby trying to get the stick. Go on, Ronnie, move. On you go, Ronnie. On you go, Smiley Ronnie. Go on, bud. Good. Go on, Coves. Covie. There you go, Bubs. Careful, Coves. Halfway through running down, she smelt something that got her interest. You alright, Bubs? All good. There you go. All good stuff, eh? There you go. This is your main daytime walk. You go for a walk again tonight, won't you? Okay? Doctor's doing good. Here's watch this. Very good. Right. Well, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, do we? But, we don't. Well, what I would say with regards to these videos sent from yesterday is don't be afraid to ask the big questions. You might not get an answer, you might not. There's a chance you'll get an answer. Sometimes you'll get some degree of communication. God will help you to understand it better. There's a good chance that'll be the case. So don't be afraid to ask big questions. They're always going to be big questions. That's fine, ask them. So it all helps develop your understanding, both from a spiritual point of view and your understanding as well. So don't be afraid to ask difficult questions. Yeah. Now, with regards to certainly spiritual side, it's simply a case of just be led by the Holy Spirit and be then guided. Yeah. When God says, "Are you ready?" He'll say yes. Hello. He's busy trying to beat up a plant. Busy. No, I mean, of course, it's going to be a case where, yeah, when God says, "Are you ready?" There's a lot of people that just aren't ready because they're not bothered to use this time warning. Yeah, they're not bothered to do what they have to do. That's the reality. They're bothered to do that, and yeah, shouldn't they? Yeah, these are all things important. So make sure you're ready all the time, because you never know when God will call you to do something. Well, I mean, God used me before in a way that was incredible. That was beautiful to be done. And I was ready then. Doesn't mean I'm going to be ready next time. Just because I was ready then, because God used me then, doesn't mean I'm going to be ready next time. That's up to me. You can't automatically assume you were before, so you will be now. Or you will be next time. You've got to make effort. You've got to make effort. You've got to be prepared to make the effort necessary. Hello, Luce. How you doing, Bubs? Good walkies, Bubba? Good walkies for the Covie? Oh, yes. Covie's getting used to the walkies, isn't you, Bubs, eh? Getting used to them lovely long walkies in a day. You go home, get some food, and then sleep, isn't you, Bubba? Eh? Oh, yeah. Well, she had another lamb's kidney earlier. She likes. Oh, she likes those. She doesn't do that. She didn't say quite nice. Yeah. Okay. Micky move. There's Covie, there's Mollie, Collie. There's Lucy. On the way here, there was a potential issue. There was a big sort of council lorry ahead on the road coming down to here. 60-mile-an-hour road. Right, okay. See if there's a gap. I thought there was a gap, so I was about to overtake. And so I came around the bend ahead, two cars. I thought, nope. I just pulled up alongside the truck and I thought, no, back off. You just don't know. That's the point. I was just pulling up to overtake it. I thought, no, back off. Yeah, dangerous. You just don't know. Especially on some roads when they've got a lot of bends. No, you just, if you slightly, if it's a 60-mile-an-hour road, if those cars are going faster, you don't want to knock around with them. That is potentially incredibly dangerous. It's me and dogs in cars. I don't want to have to say goodbye to dogs. I don't have to let it say goodbye to me. Because I've made a reckless decision. So, got that sorted. And also on the way to in this bit here. Particularly on this road here. To this area. Yeah, there's a bin lorry. Again, 60-mile-an-hour road, the bin lorry stops. They took some bins out on a 60-mile-an-hour road. On the bend. On the blinking bend. So obviously we have to just sit behind it. We can't try and overtake because it's a bend. You've got cars coming towards us on a 60-mile-an-hour road. What do cars often do on a bend? If they can't see traffic on the other side, they take over part of the other side of the road on a bend, because then they can go a bit faster in the bend rather than stick on their side, because they're going to slow down if they stick on their side, so you can go a bit faster. Of course, you've got a bin lorry on the other side of the bend that you don't see. Oh. But that's where the house is, that's where the bin lorry has to stop. They've got to do something about that. They've got to make sure the person who lives there puts their bins elsewhere. You know, roll them down the road somewhere. You know, at least get the bin lorry away from that bank, because it keeps stopping there in that spot. At some point in time, a vehicle is going to go ploughing into the front of that, and people are going to be killed. That's incredibly dangerous. Look, I mean, I'll be the first to say, if you're a driver of a car, you shouldn't really be going on the other side of the road, ever. But drivers do. Drivers do. They do that a lot. Especially when they don't see any traffic. So it enables them to go around the bend a bit quicker, doesn't it? Then? You know, so that's why they do it, and yeah, I understand it. But that's why you can't have it where bin lorries are picking bins up right on the other side of that bend. Again, someone who's a bit cocky, doesn't know the road too well, doesn't see another car, thinks, okay, it's just a little bend. They go just on the other side of the road, suddenly there's a bloody bin lorry there. Yeah, they either go straight into it or they skid off and smash into the side of a tree or something. Not good. Don't have vehicles stopping there. Put it this way, if you wanted to park your car there, you'd be arrested by the police. Therefore, no vehicle should ever stop there. No vehicle should ever be parked there. If you can't, because it's dangerous, then the bin lorries shouldn't be either. Yeah, it's incredibly dangerous. Anyway, that'll do. You take care, God bless, I'll speak to you soon, bye bye.